My name is Louis, and God bless to every single one of you. Today is October 1st, 2025. It's 12 a.m. Eastern time. Um, Welcome to the Grand Supreme News Channel, guys. We have an urgent information coming out. The lockdown, excuse me, the government shutdown has begun. All right. So this is happening right now. This is a big breaking news. Also, guys, we're gonna talk more about the mark of the beast. Um, a lot of people's calling the UK digital ID the mark. All right. So you have the president of El Salvador is saying that is the mark of the beast. All right. Same thing with Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's also saying it is the mark of the beast. So we are definitely hearing the mark of the beast rising um, in 2025. Okay, so God bless to every single one of you guys. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. It is official. It is official. The US government has officially shut down. All right. So once again, it's official. The US government has officially shut down. So what's this supposed to mean? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people still gonna get their Social Security. A lot of people still gonna get their benefits, and again, federal workers, everybody in the military is still gonna get their money. But October 15, if there is no agreement between the right and the left, and there's still a government shutdown, then October the 15th, the federal workers are not going to get paid, and there's going to be a lot of stuff that's not going to be good. But people still going to get their Social Security regardless. People still going to get their money. All right, give me a second here, guys. So once again, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. The U.S. government has officially shut down. All right. It just hit midnight. And the reason why this is happening is because you have the left, they want money and they want health care for those that came from the southern region. They want a whole bunch of stuff for them. Excuse me, guys. The United States Gov shutdown has officially taken effect after lawmakers failed to reach a deal. Excuse me, guys. Once again, the US Gov shutdown has officially taken effect after lawmakers failed to reach a deal. Wow. Okay, so that's the big news that's coming out right now, guys. So give me one second here. Hakeem Jeffries, you guys already know him. He's a representative. Um, He said that the president did not try to hand leader Schumer and I the Trump 2028 hat. They just randomly appeared in the middle of the meeting on the desk. It was the strangest thing ever. Okay, so this is the picture that's going around. Give me a second here, guys. 2028. 2028. Why is Donald placing 2028 hat on top of his desk in front of Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer? Placing Donald 2028. President latest post as the shutdown begins. He has a Trump 2028 hat on top of his desk. There's a sign. I mean, that's a sign. I do believe that we're about to see something in 2028. All right, so give me a second here, guys. So there is a US Gov shutdown that's happening across America. Mm. We have more breaking news. New York issued driver license to migrant, but didn't require first name. That's kind of strange. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm just waiting for some updates here, guys. I'm just waiting for some updates. All this information is coming out right now. And thank you again for tuning in. Guys, I went live earlier today. I'm just waiting for some updates. It's gonna come in really quick. Me and my wife went live today. The president of El Salvador said, he said that the UK digital ID is the tip of the mark of the beast. Now you have people out there and people in other countries, they're taking money out their bank and they're basically stocking up their money at home because of all this new ID stuff that's going on. So if you don't have this ID, you can no longer work. That's what they say. And if you can no longer work, then you can no longer buy. And if you can no longer buy, then you're gonna lose everything you own, your house, your cars. You will lose everything. All right, and that's the plan. So, you have very important people, especially El Salvador president, even Marjorie Taylor Greene, are sounding the alarm about this digital ID stuff, and I do believe it's going to happen here too. I do believe it's going to happen here too. All right, I'm gonna have to look for some information here, guys. Give me a second. I thought there was gonna be a lot of news about this Gov shutdown on X, but I'm gonna have to search it up myself. Give me a second here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and God bless to every single one of you. Okay. US federal gov shutdown officially began. It's midnight in Washington, D.C. And the US federal gov shutdown has officially begun. This will now likely leave hundreds of thousands of workers on unpaid leave and halting many gov program and service. So who fault is this? Who fault is it? Who fault is it? So a lot of people are blaming the right. Well, the right, they control the House and the Senate, so it's their fault for letting it go to a shutdown. Here's the thing, guys. Again, the right, they need 60 votes in order to pass this thing, but they only have 53 seats. So that means 7 Democrats needs to vote along with the Republicans, which it didn't happen. So again, this is not the Republicans' fault. This is basically the LEFT holding Sleeping Giant as hostage. That's why. So once again, this will now likely leave hundreds of thousands of workers on unpaid leave and halting many gov programming services. The shutdown comes hours after the Republican controlled Senate failed to pass a gov spending bill. They didn't fail. The Republicans didn't fail. The problem is that they didn't had enough votes. That's when the left steps in and votes, but it seems like that didn't happen. This is the first gov shutdown since 2018, and we'll see non-essential workers placed on unpaid leave. Wow. So once again, the last time this happened was 2018. This is when Donald was president, and he was demanding funds to build the wall. So how long has previous shutdown lasted? Well, government shutdown in the US are becoming more common with Trump's first presidential term, seeing three such instances. And this included the longest shutdown in American history, lasting 35 days. Before Trump, Bill Clinton held the previous record with a 21-day shutdown. In 1995, towards the end of his first term as president. Republicans had won control of both the House and the Senate halfway through Clinton's first term and wanted to pass a budget that, among other things, limited spending for Medicare. All right. So again, people that's receiving Social Security or food stamps and stuff like that, or WIC, again, this is not going to affect you. This is not going to affect you. All right. So give me a second here. Let me go back on X. It says here the White House Budget Office orders federal agency to begin implementing shutdown plans. Mm, wow. So once again, you have the blue, the left. The blue chose illegal over citizens. Wow. That's what someone said. The left, the blue, the left, chose illegal over the sleeping giant citizens. Is that true? Is that true? Has the left, the blue, backstabbed the sleeping giant citizens? Yes, I do believe so. I do believe so. Again, a lot of people don't like to do too much research on this, but people need to understand and do their research. Uh, the left, why they um, refused. Give me a second here, guys. Why the left basically choose illegal. Give me a second here, guys. Ooh. So the White House, hold on, give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. Let me just show you this really quick. Hold on. This just came out. That's coming out from the White House. The White House just posted that, and they're calling it the left shutdown. Wow. So it seems like the left has choose the illegals instead of sleeping giant citizens. All right, give me one second here, guys. I'm just looking for some more updates. Um, yeah, it seems like there's not much information here, guys. But there is a gov shutdown, and I'm gonna read some of your comments. Okay, so the Guardian is putting out some of the information here. So the US Gov has officially shut down for the first time in nearly 7 years after congressional Democrats refused, they refused to support a right funding package unless they won a series of concessions centered on healthcare. Healthcare. Again, that's what it seems like that's what the left wanted. They wanted to win healthcare. Now, again, information is coming out. The reason why they want healthcare is so they could give it to millions upon millions of the people that came from the southern region. You know, the people that came from the southern region. It seems like the LEFT want to give millions healthcare. And so, again, the US commander is like, it ain't gonna happen. And so this is the reason why for the gov shutdown. It just and this is again everybody is sharing this quote. The left chose illegal instead of sleeping giant citizens. So it says here it marks the first time the US Gov has shuttered since a 35-day shutdown that lasted from late 2018 into early 2019 during the US Trump first presidency. You know, someone asks why the left want to give healthcare to them. Well, it's like this. Don't bite the hands that feed you. When they take care of these people that comes from the southern region, these people will vote for them and they will continue going for them. And that's their basically that's their votes right there. That's their, you know, you got to take care of them and they take care of you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. um Also, guys, the big breaking news about those generals, that was amazing. You know, I mean, it just all those generals that was in that one room, and when the president was walking towards the podium, he said that it was silence. You know, it was silence and quiet. And again, that's how it's supposed to be. Again, generals, top generals, they remain quiet. Here comes the commander in chief, and that's how it's supposed to be. Respect, you know. But again, there's been a lot of stuff that was coming out today in that meeting. The U.S. commander said that there is two nuclear submarines off the coast of Russia. All right. And the US commander said that our nuclear weapons are upgraded. He basically sent a message to Russia. We have nuclear weapons upgraded. We have nuclear submarines. Hey Mike, how you doing, brother? And the US commander also said that the enemy is within. And you guys already know it seems like war has begun within. Once again, breaking news, the US Gov officially shuts down for the first time since 2018. The federal agency are now closed. They are closed after the Senate failed to pass any funding bill before the midnight deadline. The GOP bill failed 55 to 45, 5 votes short of the 60 needed. The Democrat blocked it over health care funding. Dispute with right rejected the left alternative. Approximately 750,000 federal workers will be furloughed starting today. Almost 1 million federal workers are not going to get paid. Actually, from what I heard, they're going to get paid this week, but on the 15th, they're not going to get paid. They're not going to get paid. So whose fault is it? Is this the right or is this the left? Well, um, the left didn't, they basically didn't vote for this, and obviously, it's not the right's fault. National park are closed. Passport processing halted and food inspection delayed. Let me repeat that one more time. National parks are closed. Passport processing halted and food inspection delayed. OMB Director Russell instructed employees to report for their next shift to execute plans for an orderly shutdown. The US President administration says they used the shutdown to make permanent workforce cuts beyond typical fall-ons. Now, the Senate reconvenes at 10 a.m. to vote again on the same failed proposal. So again, they're gonna vote again and see if this time it goes through. So Schumer shutdown has officially begun, people said. Um, Once again, the blue are demanding. Listen, listen. Hold on, let me just turn this around. The left are demanding, look this, $1.5 trillion. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. All right, so the blue are demanding $1.5 trillion in spending. What? No, hold on. The left are demanding $1.5 trillion in spending for young ones. I'm gonna skip that word there, guys. You see that? Surgeries for young ones, surgeries, illegals, healthcare, etc. And the US commander is not allowing it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. So they want $1.5 trillion so they could do all that crazy stuff. Young ones surgeries and give money to the illegals and some other crazy stuff. It just this is like the abomination bill. Once again, the blue are demanding $1.5 trillion. That is crazy. That's a lot of money. Trillions in spending for young ones' surgeries. And you guys know what type of surgery they want to do. Oh, you guys already know that surgery, that evil surgery to the young ones. I don't want to say the name because of platform. All right, surgery for young ones, illegals healthcare, and so many other things. That's crazy, man. Guys, we got a big breaking news coming out of Portland. Things are going down right now. You have ice cracks down in Portland clashes. Another round of confrontations are underway outside of Portland ICE facility. Guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. With the Give me a second here. It says this time ICE agent wasted no time and took the protester down, zip tying them and transporting them where they can cause no more disruption. I mean, they need to do that, guys. I mean, first of all, they're no longer protesters. I mean, they just throwing object in this. It's basically going It's basically, lawlessness stuff. And so ICE agent wasted no time and took the protester down, zip tying them and transporting them where they can cause no more disruption. Basically, I guess law enforcement comes in and take them to jail. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, if you want to protest, go ahead, but it has to be peaceful. and you have to stand on the sidewalk. But once you start going into facilities and start throwing rocks and stuff like that, it's a whole different ball game. All right, give me a second here, guys. Um, wow. I'm just looking for more information here, guys. Let me just read some of your comments. Also, there was a 7.0 earthquake that happened in the Philippines. There is a lot of aftershock going on right now. Um, okay, so I'm just waiting for some more information here. I'm not seeing too much right now. Let me just read some of your comments. Also, guys, I can't believe the president of El Salvador called the UK ID, digital ID, the mark of the beast. Now, here's the thing, guys. I believe what's going on is that they are introducing the world this new technology, and they're trying to get the world comfortable with it. So when the real beast, the mark, comes in, people won't be too scared to take them. All right. So what's going on is this is just the tip of it. They're trying to get people comfortable and basically addicted to it. This digital mark or digital ID, excuse me. Someone say, Lewis, God bless. God bless you. Big David YTG. Farm dog said, I will not comply. And look, guys, when it comes to the mark of the beast, the Bible says that there will be an angel with a loud voice and is going to warn the people not to take it. Now, what's going on in the UK, that's just the tip of it. Like I said, they're trying to get people used to it, getting them comfortable with it. So when the real mark of the beast comes in, people's not going to freak out. People's going to be like, well, it's not that bad. Maybe God is going to forgive me. But again, people need to start getting ready for this new system. Give me a second here. The US president fights for us Americans. No illegals that break our laws, Michael said. The federal workers will get back pay. Oh yeah, they will. They will. They will. I mean, if this gov shutdown goes for like let's say 35 days and those federal workers haven't gotten paid, again, they're gonna get all that back paid. When again a month pay, month work, no pay, they're gonna get that month worth pay once the government shutdown is lifted. Give me a second here. Someone say shut it down. Hey, Louis, I was wondering, do you think the mark of the beast will open people up to becoming possessed by demons? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, John MacArthur, he passed away a few months ago. He believed that when you take the mark of the beast, you're not going to go straight to hell because the Bible specifically says there's only one unforgivable sin, and that's committing blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that the unforgivable sin is the mark of the beast. But here's the thing, guys. Once you take the mark of the beast, and you're gonna know that it's the mark of the beast. You're gonna know that it's not that it's evil because God is gonna send a messenger. God is going to send one of his angels and he's going to warn the people not to take it. People is going to hear the voice of the angel. Give me a second here. Um, so this is what Trump White House just posted. Once again, for those of you that just tuned in, the federal the federal gov shutdown begins after Congress fails to reach a funding agreement. It's so crazy because we're not supposed to be in this spot. We are true Americans. I mean, we're supposed to be working together, but instead, the sleeping giant's so divided. Again, you got the left. They want money so they could take care of the those that came from the southern border instead of taking care of us. Very sad. Again, they're showing their true colors. Um, okay, I'm not seeing any more information on this story here. Give me a second, guys. Let me go to another story really quick here. Um, hmm. Guys, earlier today, there was a Utah state evacuated before Turning Point USA event bomb scare. I mean, that's crazy. I wanna I wanna bring this up to you guys. I know many of you are not aware that I have multiple channel. We went live. El Salvador president compares UK digital ID to the Book of Revelation, the mark of the beast. El Salvador president compared the UK proposed mandatory digital ID system dubbed Brit Card to the Bible mark of the beast described in the Book of Revelation. The remarks came in response to UK Prime Minister Starmer announcement last week. He stated that all UK adults will be required to obtain a digital ID to work and access public services. The initiative claimed to combat illegal, you know what, and unregulated labor. All right, so I'm just gonna skip that top part right there. So the end times refer to a future period described in the Bible when the world experiences dramatic events leading up to the final judgment and the establishment of God's eternal kingdom. El Salvador president has publicly stated that he does not adhere to any specific religion, though he does believe in Jesus Christ. He often frames his faith in a personal, non denominational way, emphasizing belief in Christ over affiliation with any specific church. I believe in Jesus Christ, not in religious, he said previously. El Salvador president referenced the biblical passage online, and he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, or free and slave, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the name of his number, and you guys already know it's 666. Now, El Salvador president seemingly presented the proposed digital ID system as a metaphorical warning, emphasizing the need to safeguard personal freedoms and more in the modern age of digital governance. So, the president of El Salvador, and I gotta say this, El Salvador is changing. That place used to be wicked, but now they have a new leader. And this new leader, he's good friends with Donald, and this new leader has a big mega prison that he puts every bad people in there. He's cleaning up El Salvador, and he's great allies with Donald. And he just warned that the digital ID is basically similar to the mark of the beast. All right, so I'm hearing a lot of these people, especially Marjorie Taylor Greene, she called the big beautiful bill Mark of the Beast. And you got a lot of these people talking about nuclear stuff and Mark of the Beast. Mm. A lot of people's talking about the rapture. A lot of people's talking about World War III. A lot of people's talking about all these crazy stuff, aliens. I mean, man. Mm. My dog is barking. I'm sorry, guys. I have my dog barking, and give me a second here. Give me a second. Hmm. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. Tyson, give me 1 second here. He might be barking some cat or raccoon. Truly apologize, guys. All right, so he might be barking at some cats or raccoons and stuff, but we do get a lot of cats. So there's probably a cat out there. But I truly apologize about that, guys. Um, but yeah, give me a second here. Money, food, shelter. You will have to have the mark of the beast to even what? Money, food, shelter. You will have to have the mark of the beast to even get water. Well, no, not really, because God will provide. God will take care of his people. God will take care and lead his people. All right. So it's not going to be easy. When that day comes, again, when you can no longer buy or sell, when that day comes, it's going to be a big test. It's going to be a big test for those that is truly seeking for Christ. It's going to be a big test for the world. It's not going to be easy, but God is going to take care of his people. God is going to take care of his people. And like again, give me a second here. Someone said I don't mind dogs. Yeah, my dog, they have like the door, and they have the thing that they go in there. And in my studio room, there's a door, so they just go in my studio room. So again, they don't sleep outside at nighttime, which again is healthy for them. But according to some people, it's not good to leave dogs outside. Dogs love to be outside. They love it. It's like heaven for them. So, all right, guys, if you can give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. That is the most normal plans. How can you not be possessed by demons after receiving the mark? You can practically sell your soul to the. You can't sell your soul to the devil. You can't sell your soul to the devil because your soul is not yours. It's not yours. Your soul doesn't belong to you. It doesn't belong to you. When you die, your body goes back to the earth. Your soul goes to the Lord because it's His. It belongs to the Lord. Now, again, can people repent after receiving the mark of the beast? Well, again, Scripture tells us, once you take it, you will see the wrath of God. And again, the Bible says that there'll be an angel with a loud voice that is going to warn the people not to take it. Mm. Now it makes sense. Now it makes sense why the days will be shortened. The cashless society is from the Talmud. It says that the Messiah cannot return until everyone's pockets are empty, according to I, I'm sorry, but I just don't go by that. When you just mention a rabbi name, again, I just don't go by that, to be honest. So, um, also, guys, the pastor, well, he's not a pastor, but the person that put out the prediction of the rapture, September 23rd. Well, he said if the rapture does not happen, he will never mention the rapture ever again, like prediction. And he said that there's another prediction coming, October. There's another rapture. And he said that the reason why it didn't happen because we were going by the Gregorian calendar instead the Jew calendar. So yeah, another prediction. So please, guys, don't fall into this nonsense. Look, what these people's trying to do is that they're trying to take you away from Christ and drag you to the lake of fire. Please stop listening to these people. Stop listening to all these people that call themselves prophets. They're trying to drag you away from Christ. And I get all these emails. People it's like, how dare you attack one of God's messenger? First of all these people that put out rapture prediction has failed. So does that mean that God is a failure? All these prediction that is failing over and over. So basically, that makes God a failure. God is no failure. God is a perfect father. He's perfect. All these people putting out all these predictions, and now there's another rapture coming in October. It fails over and over and over. These are not messenger from God. Messenger from God does not put out false information or predictions. It's sad that people still follow them. These are messenger of God. Were they making God look bad? They are making God look so bad. Again, if these are messengers from God, what in the world are they doing on YouTube or TikTok? They should be in the streets. If they are messengers from God, they should be out in the streets, just like Jeremiah, just like Isaiah, just like Moses and all these amazing prophets that were out there in the streets. And they went to different areas and warned the people. They were not know, I mean, they weren't thinking about making money out of it. These messengers from God is making God look so bad. It's very sad. I never knew God put out false predictions. The rapture didn't came, and I guess I make God a liar. But again, God is no liar. God is a perfect, perfect, perfect Father, the Alpha, the Omega, the first, the last, the beginning, and the end. Is these people that call themselves prophets? These people that is doing it for money and fame. They're gonna have to answer to God when they see God face to face. And the reason why Joshua, the guy from Africa, hold on. Ooh, I saw something underneath my truck. I don't know what in the world was that, but that thing was massive. I don't know what in the world was that, but it was massive. It was black. Um, I don't know if it was some kind of iguana. It had I don't know, guys, but yeah, it came under my truck. But that's why the dogs are barking. That's why the dogs are barking. All right. Um, all right. You better move, dude. No, I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna move. I live in the countryside, so here in the countryside, there's a lot of coyotes and a whole bunch of different stuff. But yeah, I'm not gonna move. I just want to know what it is. If it's a iguana, I would keep that thing. I would definitely keep a iguana. Um, I used to live in Puerto Rico, and I used to grab these iguanas. You got to be careful because they will smack you so hard, it will leave a big mark if it slap you. But it seems like it was a iguana. All right, so um, but yeah, going back to the false prophets, it just these people again. The pastor from Africa, the reason why he's coming back again because he got a taste. He got a taste of the fame of this rapture story, the prediction that made headlines, and he got money out of it. People send him money. He got all these followers, and now he felt like I got to stay like this because it just made me feel good. So again, that is very dangerous because then you choosing your god, which is fame and money. All right, it's crazy. I mean, people would do anything for money. People would do anything for money. Mm. All right, so October, I guess there's another rapture that's gonna come. Thank you so much for the light, guys. I really appreciate it. I don't fear beasts. The beasts fear me. Iguana don't move at night, bro. Mm, I don't know, but no, I said it kind of looked like a iguana, but I don't know what it was. But I'm just standing here. I'm just gonna stand here and see if it pops out. But mm. And I did a couple of works, so I got some stuff in the truck. I don't know if it came from the back of the truck, but it was down there on the ground. It's like down there. I do got some stuff in the trunk. Hey guys, so I don't know what happened. It seems like every time I turn the camera around like this, every time I do that, it seems like it kind of cut off the connection. I don't know why it does that, and that's the reason why I don't like turning the camera around. But I truly apologize about that. I was reading someone's comment about Egypt, but yeah, then I seen that the views were going down. Um, anyway, guys, I just mentioned that I was gonna end the live stream. If you can give this video a big thumbs up, I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on because I did pick up a couple of stuff in that truck. So I don't know, this might have bought something. I might have bought something here. So um but yeah, I don't know what it was. I'm still trying to figure out what that thing was. I mean, there's another thing that it could be. Hopefully, it's not a rat. Hopefully, it's not a rat. I mean, there's a possibility it might be a rat. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But and then we do have pest control that comes out here, and we have the bundle deal every year. We pay a good amount. They come out here and they spray all that type of stuff. But I don't think it was a rat. I don't think it was a rat. And man, boy, if it's a rat, I'm gonna have to call pest control. So don't play with God. Someone said field mice. It might be, yeah, it might be field mice. It might be field mice. Could be. Someone said it was Chuck Schumer. Nah, I think the mice is a lot nicer than Chuck. Get peppermint. Yeah, I do have some. I have like something like this, but it's in my shed, and I have the peppermint. And what I do is I just spray on the edge, and they don't like peppermint. They don't like it. They don't like peppermint. I do have the also the green ball. I just throw it under the house, or actually I bought it for the shed, but I haven't used that yet. I mean, I didn't have no problem with any mice or rats and stuff like that. But yeah, I did purchase it. Again, I buy a whole bunch of stuff from Home Depot, but I might have to use the mint stuff and just spray some of that mint in the edges of the house. I don't like using like the green ball stuff and throw them on the ground because again, there's cats in the neighborhood, and if they eat that, that's gonna be big problems. Um, all right. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything, but give me a second here. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, there's a possibility it might be a field mice. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you hit that like I'm gonna end it here. I'm just gonna walk around again. But yeah, hopefully it didn't came from all the stuff. I did some work today and I got some stuff. I got some free stuff and yeah, I cut some grass and stuff like that. Hopefully where I was at, hopefully I didn't bring any freaking excuse me, any animals, guys. So give me a second here. All right, give me a second here, guys. All right. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna end it here, but thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna triple check in worst case scenario. I'm just gonna have to call pest control. But I keep it updated on it. But it was not pretty. It was pretty big too. It was pretty big. I wouldn't say it was like kind of freaky, but it was, it's pretty decent size. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Have a good night. God bless. Yeah, be safe. Till next time later. Peace.